Readers, writers, what up? So today we're going to be talking briefly about the power of reading like a writer. This is something that some of you guys probably do without realizing it, but it's a lot more powerful when we do it on purpose. The idea is basically to become a better writer, we need to study what other writers do well, or what we like about the style of another writer. So I'm going to expose you guys over the year, and Mr. Elmore and Miss Stevenson, we're going to expose you guys over the year to a bunch of different styles. Usually they're going to be by authors of books that you guys can find in our own library, which is pretty cool. So this particular book that I want to look at, like a writer, is called Long Way Down. Some of you guys might have heard of it. It's probably one of my top favorite books in the history of ever. The main character has an older brother who's involved in a gang, and his older brother unfortunately gets killed, gets murdered in gang violence. And everybody knows that there are 3 rules. And the third rule, if you're in this gang, is revenge. So he takes his older brother's gun and he goes to seek revenge. And this is about sort of his journey along the way. What's interesting about Long Way Down is it is a book that is written in verse. As a reminder, a book that's written in verse looks like it's poetry, but it's going to read like it's a story. You're going to notice that the language is just a little bit different, though. This particular author is Jason Reynolds, and in my opinion, he's one of the best writers that I have ever had the pleasure of reading. So here are the first couple of pages of Long Way Down. As we read this, yes, I do want you guys to process like what's going on, but I would also like you to notice what you notice. So really pay attention to what stands out to you. What do you like that this writer is doing? And then we'll talk about that. Okay, here we go. Don't nobody believe nothing these days, which is why I haven't told nobody the story I'm about to tell you. And truth is, you probably ain't gonna believe it either. Gonna think I'm lying or losing it. But I'm telling you, this story is true. It happened to me. Really. It did. It so did. My name is William Holloman. But to my friends and people who know me, just Will. So call me Will, because after I tell you what I'm about to tell you, you'll either want to be my best friend or not want to be my friend at all. Either way, you'll know me. I'm only William to my mother and my brother Sean whenever he was trying to be funny. Now I'm wishing I would have laughed more at his dumb jokes, because the day before yesterday, Sean was shot and killed. I don't know you, don't know your last name, if you got brothers or sisters or mothers or fathers or cousins that be like brothers and sisters, or aunties or uncles that be like mothers and fathers. But if the blood inside you is on the outside of someone else, you never want to see it on the outside of them. Oh, I misread that. Excuse me. I was like, that doesn't make sense. But if the blood inside you is on the inside of someone else, you never want to see it on the outside of them. The sadness is just so hard to explain. Imagine waking up and someone, a stranger, got you strapped down, got pliers shoved into your mouth, gripping a tooth, somewhere in the back, one of the big important ones, and rips it out. Imagine the knocking in your head, the pressure pushing through your ears, the blood pooling. But the worst part, the absolute worst part, is the constant slipping of your tongue into the new empty space where you know a tooth's supposed to be, but ain't no more. So I'm going to pause there, and I want you guys to think about anything that stood out to you. Because this is a video, you're welcome to go back and find something else. I just want to give you guys a quick example of some things that stand out to me. So if we're reading this like a reader, we'd say, hey, our main character's name is Will. His brother was killed, and Will really misses him. So that's reading like a reader. But to read like a writer, you want to look at the craft. What is the author actually doing to hold our attention? So one of the things I really do is how honest our author is. A lot of the things that our author is doing, he talks to us. This is actually written in second person. So that's one of the things I like. I like how he says you. He feels like he's talking to us. So that's one thing that I noticed that I like. Another thing that I like is how short each line is. I feel like it makes it really stand out. So some things that you guys might notice might be some of the specific things that he's saying, or maybe the way he's actually like typing things in, the way it looks. You might like how some of what he's saying, actually, I don't want to put words in your mouth, so I'll let you guys notice. So just flip through the video and go back and look through those things that you notice. As you were reading something, what stood out to you? What part did you like? What did you like about it? I also really like this one, but I'll let you guys, the sadness, but I'll also let you guys talk about that. So what did you notice about this writing? So in your quiz, we'll just do that one for today. So in your quiz, I want you guys to tell me. All right, over and out. That's it for today. Woo.